Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to FF14. This is post-commentary stuff. I'll explain why very shortly. But we're going to be doing Lord of the Whorl in a moment. Joined as ever, Barry Red Nova.
Hello.
Alright, so basically to put this quickly, I've already explained this a couple times, but I will keep explaining it every time I have to do one of these. This is one of the videos I lost during the hard drive malfunction and had to basically replay the entire game of. This and I think 3.5 other parts, I'm not sure, something like that. So Lord of the Whorl, I believe this is actually going to be a episode with a lot of cutscene actually, and a lot of voice acted cutscene if I recall.
Yeah.
I think anyway, so...
It's also possible this might be the one where you actually do the trial, too.
Yeah, this is going to be a trial, or at least part of a trial anyway.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain this is going to be a voice-acted cutscene, so it might not be a bad idea if we... I might try and fast-forward so we can get to the thing. Can I pause OBS? No, I cannot.
We owe in no small part to you.
Because here's the thing, we don't really want to talk over this. If it is voice acted. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
Not for the first time. You have delivered Limsa from the wrath of a primal.
Just what, sorry?
Never has our nation known a stouter ally.
I'm going to just turn it up very slightly for a brief moment.
On behalf of my people,
Yeah, it is.
I give you my humblest thanks. Tis meet that I give thanks to old Mistbeard, too, for his fine solution. Whatever else he may have been, tis clear he was a resourceful soul. Would that I had a man like him in my service.
Nova, if you want to do something in your spare time for a few minutes while this is going on, feel free. I'll let you know when it's back on.
Alright.
Before I set foot in these lands, I had no inkling that the people of Eorzea contended with such mighty foes. Suffice it to say, their existence came as something of a shock, as did the idea that they could be defeated. This experience has served to remind me of the vastness of the world, and the boundless potential of man. Though I am but a refugee in this realm, I would fain be of use to you in your fight. Know that I am tutored in one of the foremost combat arts of the Far East. It may seem outlandish to the Eorzean eye, but should any of your people care to learn, I would be pleased to initiate them.
And I will see to it that they are grateful. I have no doubt that your knowledge and skills will serve us well. Besides, your art is not so outlandish as you think. Would you not agree, Master Thancred?
Naught escapes your searching eye, Admiral. Few are privy to this information, but Limsa is home to a certain secret fraternity. Its members are trained in a form of combat, not unlike your own. By my judgment, it should not be beyond such individuals to adapt to the techniques I witnessed you employing with such admirable deftness.
I am heartened to hear this. I too noted a kinship between your style and mine own, though it seemed to me that you fought differently in the beginning.
I suppose I did. What can I say? I'm a man of many talents.
Though you may labour to believe it, Thancred was once something of a scoundrel who fraternized with the criminal class in these parts.
Yestola! You jest, of course.
But for a chance encounter with Alphino's grandsire, he might never have left Limsa Lominsa, or received an education in Sharlayan, or taken up his post in Uldar, which is where he trained in the blade, lest you wonder.
Minfilia, please!
It would seem there is more to you than meets the eye, Master Thancred.
Lady Yugiri, I am told that you and yours came to Eorzea seeking permanent resettlement, and that many domins have since been engaged as frontier hands at Revenant's Toll. Morderna is many things, but a place of refuge it is not. Know that I would like nothing better than to furnish your people with a new home here on Lominsan soil. Alas, racked by instability as we are, our nation is in no fit state to take you in. Yet I'll not have it said that we turned a blind eye to your suffering. Until such time as we can do more, I pledge to send provisions.
We are in your debt, Admiral. I realize that it scarce qualifies as repayment. But if it please you, I shall set about sharing my martial knowledge with your people.
You wished a word in private.
The better not to spoil the festive mood. History repeats itself, Admiral. As the kobolds stood before them, the Sahagin resorted to summoning their god over a territorial feud. They acted in self-preservation. It may be that the Sahagin...
I have not forgotten our conversation, Y'shtola. I am aware that man bears part of the blame for the Primal's existence. Nor am I ignorant of the Sahagin's reason for acting. They sought to secure a place to breed and multiply that their kind might survive. Self-preservation, as you say. But we have as much right to live and thrive as they. If our own survival is threatened, are we to lay down our...
And so you kill, that you might live. Yet if living is a right, then that right belongs to all peoples, be they men or beastmen.
I'll not deny your reasoning. But when a storm gathers, it falls to me to see my people safely through it. That is...
As must we all, Admiral. Stay the course, then. But know that it will lead to no good end.
Man has ever put himself first and foremost. To justify his actions, he clads himself in the armor of righteousness, though it be a fancy of his own making. In this, mayhap the Garleans and we Domans are not so different.
Eorzea has become as a raging sea. If we are to keep our heads above the waves, we cannot scruple to drown the man next to us. When hopes of coexistence founder, strength must determine who has the greater right to live.
Okay, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
That was a long
Yeah,
one.
that was actually after the...
That was what, sorry?
As I remembered early on in that cutscene, that was actually after the device that had occurred.
Oh, fair enough. Here's the thing, guys. I noticed because I was listening to audio, because I had it on the absolute lowest I could have it on there. Hopefully it won't pick up when it comes to thing. If it does, I'll have to work around it, but, I did notice I accidentally cut the thing off once or twice, a word or two early. I apologize for that. I should point out, when I was replaying the game, I wasn't playing with the headphones in or listening to it at all, so I was just playing with it on in the background. So I was often just making a decent guess when the NPC's lips stop moving and giving it like another couple of seconds usually. In order to make sure it was thinking, but for some reason I cut it off once or twice by accident, a word or two before they stopped talking. And again, I'm sorry about that, but I'm not playing the entire fucking game again just for a few lines of dialogue. Fuck that. It's already been a very, very long road to get back here. Yeah. Alright, so we've got when Nigiri met the fraternity. And I believe when I record this, there was some kind of... No, there was no festival, was there? I can't tell. I'm almost certain at one point when I was re-recording, I picked up, like, it might have been a New Year's festival or a Halloween festival or something like that. So we'll probably see it. Oh, and another way you can tell when it's post-com stuff is I'm playing on the Titania server.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out.
It's a European server, so it meant slightly better load times for the game and stuff for me and all that. Nothing major, but it just made things a little bit easier, I suppose, when it came to recording. Unfortunately, I don't think the server was as popular as a couple of the North American ones, so another reason it might have taken me so long to get into dungeons here and there.
Yeah.
As I say, it's going to be a little bit disconcerting for us because we're going to be jumping about a bit in terms of parts where they need post commentary. So
yeah.
The conspicuous man. What's the purple? Oh, Yugiri, that's it, yeah. I just literally said it not 30 seconds ago. Jesus Christ, Turbo, keep up.
Yep.
Also, guys, hope you like the red major tire, because you're going to be seeing that for a while. I will point out that at the time we finished recording, I did have a different attire, but it took a long time for me to change that.
Yeah. Basically, because that's how long freaking second half of Realm Reborn was.
Yeah, it was a very, very fucking long journey to get through the second half of Realm Reborn.
You tell you're seeing how fast it is just to get through the first half of Heaven's Word as opposed to the first half of it.
Well, here's the thing. Obviously, the longest part of the game so far is still the first half of Realm Reborn. Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's the first part.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The second half felt a lot longer, just purely for the fact that there's a lot more cutscene.
Yep.
Like, cutscenes like this, you get a lot... I still swear there's a lot more voice acted dialogue in post-Realm than there was the first half. Oh, my TV wants to turn itself off? No, thank you. If you don't want to pay attention or anything, dude, you know, feel free to boot up 14 in your... in the background. At the end of the day, we're just... rewatching stuff that, quite honestly put, we already did once already, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's the way it goes.
Yeah.
I gotta ask, I mean, what's been like your favorite, obviously, I haven't played all of it yet, but like, what's been your favorite, like, part to play so far, like, post or pre, whatever, in terms of both Realm Reborn and all the DLC, or the expansion packs, I should say?
You mean what's my favorite section of the game? Or?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh boy. I'd say between my favorites, a toss-up between Stormblood and Shadowbringers.
Which half?
Oh boy.
Because there's always like a big boss or a big story moment that like signifies you're finished with the first half and going into the second, so...
Right. I don't know if I can really say on that.
Well, fair enough.
Because I hate to have to separate the two. I mean, the other thing I don't like about the second half of anything, whether it's Stormblood or Heaven's Word or now Shadowbringers, is the whole tombstones that are only available during that point of the game that you have to grind for just to get the gear that eventually releases. Because later on, when the next expansion comes out, those tombstones are gone and the gear you were supposed to get eventually becomes available with Poetics. That's the other thing that sucks about it.
Mm.
Which I'm into right now, but story-wise,
A lot of people really seem to like Shadowbringer's story.
yeah, I can't disagree with that. Shadowbringer's story is why for a while I liked it as my favorite one, but there's still something I like about Stormblood's story that I can't just,
Ignore.
right.
Mm.
Mainly it's more appealing to me, though, because other people in terms of the story and Stormblood were not as high on it, but in my opinion, there's something I just enjoyed about Stormblood that you can't really take away from it.
Oh, fair enough. Listen, I mean, I obviously have no opinion yet, because we're still just before the halfway mark of Heaven's Ward, so...
Yeah.
At the time of the recording this anyway, so... I have no opinion on the story whatsoever at the moment.
Yeah.
When it comes to those two. Alright, so Through the Maelstrom is the next... Well, I should say is the current quest line we're on. And again, I'm not sure if this is voice acted or not, so we're gonna... I'm just gonna turn the volume up so I can hear if it's gonna play or not in a moment. I think it might be, but I'm not certain. But considering that I don't think I go much further than this, and we've still got 10 minutes left, it's a very good chance it's a long cutscene.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, it's definitely a cutscene anyway. Yes, it is voice
I
acted.
have been reflecting upon
All
the
right.
events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing. When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul. But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy. It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder, could the legend in fact refer to the Echo? Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, What matters is that the key to defeating the Ascians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Sharlayan motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Whorl, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
No more? Whatever do you mean?
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be. Tis postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
12 preserve.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
It is done, my lord. Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Revolution.
Maybe the end. Oh, so we've only got 20 seconds left. Yeah, okay, that is going to be the end of that part, more or less. Yeah, we didn't have much to say here, did we? It was a lot of cutscene. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next post-com session and next week with the next live video, if I believe, as well. So, sayonara, people.
Yep, see ya.